Hey guys, this is a video I made regarding the thread I'd made on Reddit, talking about the Meteor main damage and how you should actually use it. I would like to give you some examples. Excuse my pronunciation. I'm not very good at speaking English, especially on a microphone. Well, what you see most people do is actually this. I'm not going to make the full combo, so they lift someone and they throw the meteor on top of them, and this is actually wrong. First things first, if you throw the meteor far back, you will see that it gets 1, 2, 3, 4 main procs. You can get more. Depending on how you throw it, you might get even less main procs, right? 3. So you lose. Basically, if you do the calculations, every main proc causes secondary procs, which is the burn damage. So if you have 180 for a main proc and 36 by 3, you get a total of 288 damage per proc overall. So you want to get the maximum number of procs possible. So if you throw the meteor back, they're not going to get you're not going to get it. You need to throw the meteor in front of the other, and you have to be very precise. If you throw it around here, it's fine, but you get 4. You might even go a bit back, and the range is actually big. It's bigger than what you would expect, and without blast it doesn't really matter, it's the same. But if you want to use blast and you have a full course, it really matters. The thing is, you have to be careful, because if you place the meteor far back and it doesn't hit, you see it takes a little delay, which is the meteor procs every 0.5 seconds. So if you're a bit off, you have to wait half a second for the main proc to occur. So in fact you lose a proc. You want your meteor to be in range when it hits the ground to proc into the enemies. For example, a normal combo would be like this, right? Which drops him to 6400 HP. A better way to do it, as you can see, I have turned off the auto attacks, so I won't get any auto attacks on Queen. But if you're a bit more precise, you will see that the main damage is far more, right? And the reason you have more damage is because you have more procs. The same goes with a refresher. So if you do a refresher combo and you do everything and you just do this and you stack the blasts, you don't get the maximum number of combos, right? Of procs, sorry. But if you are a bit more methodical and you have your timings, you get more damage. For example, like this. This was not a perfect execution, but you see my point, right? So what I see most people do in their games is use the normal 4-skill combo, which is tornado, something like that, right? And this was actually pretty good execution, because I caught him between the 2 meteors, so I get a bit more of the first meteor. So this was actually pretty good. I forgot to use Sivas because I don't buy it anymore in my games. So yeah, you don't really need it, you can just add 200 damage. Another way to use the combo, the way I use it, is to use the 5-skill combo, which actually this is a trick abusing the order of the agents. You first invoke blast, so you work it like this, which is when people try to do the 5-skill combo, they actually try to invoke all the spells before blast, And for that to happen, you need to be a fart, because you need Titan, right? Many times you don't have time, so because if you have a blink, let's say you want to initiate into them, you don't want to throw the tornado from here, right? I have actually checked out and calculated, and you need to be at least 600 units in order to get that combo that I just did. But if you have a blink and you go like in this and you first invoke blast, it's much easier to do the 5 skill combo, right? You don't have to be at far and you don't risk a chance of missing your tornado. Anyway, this is not the point. The point is that there are too big mistakes. People could use this combo and get a lot of damage because they're using all their skills, and it actually does a lot. I didn't check it, but even on normal circumstances, it does a lot of damage. It does like 3,000 damage, and you don't need a refresher. So that's one reason. That's one reason people shouldn't get a refresher. They should just improve their combos a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering, but I'm really not used in speaking English. Sorry. And the second thing is the biggest mistake is that they stack the blasts in refresher. So if you don't wait for the first jump to end, the first knockback to end, he's going to just get knocked back once. But if you wait like this, he gets knocked back twice, which means you can possibly time it with the meteor and he will stay inside the meteor for a bit longer. In fact, the difference in damage is so much that it's actually better to just throw a meteor, a blast, a second meteor and another blast. And if you do that correctly, you do more damage than you would have done with all the combo together. So the thing is that your main source of damage is the meteor, and you can't really fuck it up because the damage drops a lot. I mean, a lot. So you want to throw the meteor right on the edge. So you want to do something like this. Oh yeah, as you can see, the effect radius is 275, so you want to take that into consideration. You want to throw the meteor to 274 units in front of the enemy, which is, as you can see, it's not here. It's actually here. I mean, I haven't really tested well. It's out of experience, so I know if I throw it around here, it will land. So you see, I was a bit slow and I lost my timing a bit, but still, the damage is a lot. So you want to do two things. You want to place your meteor correctly, and then you want to time your blasts correctly. Also, you want to be careful because some people might throw the blast a bit like this, and the enemy gonna get hit the other way, and this is a bit harder to actually do with the AoE blast because it is a bit strange and it might push the enemy a bit to the left or a bit to the right. It's easier to time with deafening blast, the normal deafening blast, and I usually get the minus 50-second tornado. It's a personal preference. Yeah, so all in all, the combo would be like this. I will try to do a normal combo and then I will try to do my combo. So this is how someone would do it. Let's say one more Sunstrike. So this is someone stacking it, and it's actually pretty good because the first meteor did not fall on top of her. But if I threw the meteor on top of her head like this, you see it's even less. So yeah, you get an idea. You can even use the 5 skill combo here, it's fine. Just Again, if you stack it, the damage is not that much. If you see, if you can stack it, the damage is much more. It's around 30-40% more.
I proceed.
So yeah, that was the point. I mean, personally, I'd rather go like this. I think you don't really need a refresher. I mean, who has more than 4k HP? You can get a few auto attacks and then kill him. There's no need to get a refresher. I mean, you can get it as a 7 slot item. I'd rather get a Bloodthorn. I mean, I'm not even buying Blink anymore. I mean, you can pass Blink and you can get a BKB. And you can play... I think this is a better build for Invoker than Refresher and Dagger or Silas. You can actually do a lot of damage.